עם PIL. הסטייל המוזיקלי של Public Image זכה למחוות רבות, ישירות ועקיפות. ליידון מרגיש זאת, אבל גם כאן הוא מצליח להיות לא מרוצה. וכשליידון לא מרוצה, אומנים כמו מאסיב אטק, דיוויד בוי ו-U2 צריכים להיכנס למקלטים.
PIL is coming right now with an era that a lot of bands were grown up on PIL. Do you feel the worship that bands have towards you?
I don't feel worship, but I could definitely feel the influence in them. It's a shame though most of them won't admit it. Or share the money.
Palgiats and stuff like that.
Some of them are outright copying me. I mean, and many of them wouldn't even exist but for the PIL format and the PIL credo and the PIL whole ideology and how we put music together in the first place.
You have names?
Massive Attack. Yes, and that's on Virgin, the same ridiculous label that I'm on. Yet they won't put a penny towards me and invest in everything in the pale imitation.
Some more, relevant bands?
Well, they're bringing in the cash, and I suppose that's all that matters to them. Oh, U2, yeah, U2, definitely. I mean, they gave more than a nod and a wink to our guitar styles. But PIL being PIL, we don't settle for just one guitar style.
David Bowie?
I don't know what his game is. Is he gay anymore? Has he gone straight? I mean, what, is it just like that? Bloody hell. Pretends he's straight, he looks more gay than ever. He's got a lovely wife, Marge. She's brilliant. Met her, she's really friendly. Really, really. Yeah, if there's a camera about. Don't call my name, don't call my name. Well, the one everybody keeps asking me about is Lady Gaga, and I think she's great. I love her. I do. I think she brings a sense of humour and fun to it. In a world that really Madonna kind of tried to turn into some sad, dour thing. Madonna took it all too serious. Lady Gaga, no, this girl's in it for the giggles.
Do you reckon that you invented two eras in music, the punk and the post-punk? Do you capture this?
It seems to be that way, but for me it's just a continuous progression. I learned how to write songs in the Pistols. I had to, and I had to do it really quickly. And so I think, well, I know I owe an awful lot to the lads. Not because they helped me in any way, probably because they didn't help me. That I had to strive so hard to get it right. I didn't have a second really to get it wrong. And so I couldn't allow conceit or arrogance to creep in. Isn't that odd? Yet that's the very thing I'm accused of. I had to be accurate from second one and tell it like it is, rather than how I'd want it to be.
It's anti-anarchy, actually.
Yeah, it is.
How did you manage to go both ways?
I don't know. I'm just lucky. I suppose there's a bit of luck in it.
Which era do you reckon better, the PIL or the Sex Pistols?
Sometimes one, sometimes the other. It's like left hand, right hand, but it's all part of the same body. I don't know if I can go back to the Pistols and write new material for them, because I so much more enjoy the PIL freedoms. But maybe at some point I'll have cleared up some of my doubts and worries about repeating myself at the Pistols, and I might be able to do that.
Still perform together from time to time, I think.
Yeah, but it's all about not telling lies, and I don't want to chuck out fake songs just for the sake of making money. I could have done that so many times. I could be rolling in the cash, and I'm not interested in it. I want to tell my story correctly and accurately.
האפשרות להסתכל על עידן הפאנק במבט לאחור לא פוסחת גם על ליידון, שמסרב להיכנע לנוסטלגיה המאפיינת את תיעוד הזמנים ההם. גם לאותם אנשים שניסו להגדיל את חלקם בעידן הפאנק, יש לו מה להגיד.
The trouble was that most people, what they were doing was trying to look back into a historical moment and rewrite a position for themselves in it. And when they do that, they're telling a lie. They're aggrandizing an element about themselves that didn't actually exist. And there's very many of them. And people who were allegedly friends of mine then soon turned into be enemies. because of that credit hopping, that greed for entitlements, and it's such a shame. It's unnecessary. I never joined the Pistols to be a big head and run around with credits, but a lot of the alleged friends at that time, not the friends I grew up with, right? These are the people I met during that period, all turned into be conceited, arrogant twats. Evil. You want some names? Malcolm McLaren. There's a nasty piece of work, may he rest in peace, is. His loving girlfriend Vivienne Westwood is probably the most evil snake I've ever met in my entire life. The offspring of that pair has to be seen to be old. Let's see, half the bands, all of the bands actually, now I come to think of it, every single one of them. My God, I made a lot of enemies. And the shame is, they're not even worthy adversaries, I don't know what it is that annoys them about me so much, but they can't stop copying me, they can't stop imitating, they can't stop trying to better me, and they can't stop telling lies about it.
אסור לתת לגילו של ליידון, 54, להטעות. הוא עדיין ילדותי להפליא, אנרגטי להדהים ורלוונטי יותר מאי פעם. עם זאת, השנה בה איבד כמה מחבריו הטובים, כמו גם את מלקולם מקלרן ואביו, חשפה אותו למחשבות אותן לא הכיר. מחשבות על הסוף.
Any regrets for all this time?
No, I don't like hindsight. Except in a kind of, and I don't mean to be sad about it, I regret death. I regret people dying. I regret the death of my father recently. I regret the cancer illness of my brother. Luckily, he's in remission. I regret Malcolm's death. I regret anybody's death. I mean, they're all dying, aren't they? They're like dropping off like flies around me.
Makes you think?
Yes, it does. In whatever lifestyle I lead, I seem to be onto a good one. God ain't ready for me yet.